Hello and welcome to this video about Jaguar XKR Silverstone Special Edition Specification Sheets. This is video 110 in our series of XK8 videos. In this video we're going to take a detailed look at the specification sheets that come along with the press portfolio pack to describe and specify the Silverstone Special Edition. If you've not been watching our previous videos, I'm doing videos on the portfolio pack or marketing pack, and in that contains many items, including these specification sheets, 7 basically A4 sheets of paper, including a press release, the vehicle spec, and some history about racing at the Silverstone Circuit. In this video, I'm just going to go through each one of those sheets in detail, reading them and letting you know all about it. If you're watching this video, you're obviously interested in Jaguars, Jaguar XK8, XKR, X100 model. I might suggest you take a look at our channel, O&DR Modurol, where you'll find lots more videos on the same subject. And we'd really appreciate it if you like the videos. Please press the thumbs up, because that really does make a difference. In the meantime, back to the video. Okay, so here we go. We've got 7 sheets. So the first one is the press information for release immediately. XKR Silverstone celebrates Jaguar's return to racing. Jaguar is celebrating its entry into Formula 1 and its return to the historic Silverstone race circuit by producing a 100-car limited edition of the supercharged XKR sports car, already established as the fastest ever series production Jaguar. The XKR Silverstone models, all finished in platinum silver with exclusive sports interior, are designed for the driving enthusiast with a full range of Jaguar R performance options as standard. Nice! All cars feature 20-inch BBS alloys with ultra-low profile Pirelli P0 tyres, high-performance Brembo brakes, tuned steering system, and a more sporting calibration of Jaguar's sophisticated computer active technology suspension, or basically CAT dampers. The return to Silverstone comes on St George's Day, the 23rd of April, when Jaguars Racing's R1s, driven by Eddie Irvine and Johnny Herbert, compete in Formula One's British Grand Prix. 10 days earlier, at the final pre-race test session, the first owners of Jaguar XKR Silverstone cars will be at the race circuit to meet members of the Jaguar racing team. So that's the first bit. Commenting on the launch of the new XKR Silverstone, Jonathan Browning, Jaguar's managing director, said, "This year marks a new chapter in Jaguar's racing history. The XKR Silverstone is a celebration not only of Jaguar's return to racing through Formula 1, but of our long association with a world-famous British circuit, the scene of over 20 Jaguar racing victories. But above all, the XKR Silverstone, with its supercharged engine, finely tuned chassis and distinctive style, is a sports car for the true driving enthusiast." Next, then we got the most powerful mainstream engine in Jaguar's history. The XKR Silverstone models, 50 coupes, 50 convertibles, are based on an outstanding specification of the normal production car. The supercharged Jaguar AJ-V8 engine, the most powerful mainstream production engine in the company's history, develops 370 bhp and 387 pound-foot of torque for effortless, refined power delivery. The 5-speed automatic gearbox and fully independent wishbone front and rear suspension of the Jaguar XKR form the basis of a limited edition specification, with the electronic stability control and traction control both as standard. So they're very proud of their very high performance car. High performance braking system from the XK180, so it goes very fast, but they also want to stop it. The wheels and high performance braking system of the XKR Silverstone were originally developed for the XK180 concept car by Jaguar's Special Vehicle Operation, or the SVO division. The 20-inch diameter Detroit split rim alloys by BBS, the largest ever fitted to a production Jaguar, are 10 inches wide at the rear, 9 inches wide at the front. Uniquely finished in silver, the wheels are shod with ultra-low profile Pirelli P0 tyres, 285 30s on the rear and 225s 30s 5s on the front. This is from Jaguar's Communications and Public Affairs Department, Browns Lane, Coventry. So that was page 1. Sorry if it's a bit heavy. The brakes are jointly developed by Jaguar with Brembo, the world's leading manufacturer of braking systems for high-performance cars. Using a 4-piston aluminium caliper front and rear, the brakes are aesthetically pleasing as they are efficient, with unique silver finish calipers bearing the Jaguar logo in red. Now these are distinctive in that later on Jaguar calipers came in I think it's grey or metallic dark grey and also red, but these the Jaguar Silverstone ones are silver with red writing. The 255mm diameter front discs and 330mm diameter rear discs are vented and cross-drilled for maximum performance. Our performance chassis dynamics now. In common with all XKRs, Silverstone models are fitted with Jaguar's CATS, Computer Active Technology Suspension System, which employs active dampers under electronic control. This combines excellent body control, particularly at high speed, with a consistent, slightly firmer low-speed ride. The 50 Silverstone coupes also benefit from the SVO-developed R-Performance Handling Pack. That's the daddy. That is the daddy. Within which the electronic control unit and the damper settings of the CATS system are recalibrated for taunt, dynamic handling, while springs anti-roll bars are rated for increased roll stiffness. The variable ratio speed-sensitive power steering system is tuned for enhanced precision and feel, particularly when cornering. So this goes on about really the R Performance Handling Pack, which really is the big difference between having a car with big wheels and Brembo brakes, but having the full Monty. Finally, they talk about the fastest ever production Jaguar. The performance of the Silverstone edition is fully compatible with its high-performance bloodline. Top speed is electronically limited at 155 miles an hour, while acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour is achieved in 5.2 seconds for the coupe and 5.3 seconds for the convertible, making the XKR the fastest ever series production car at the time. It's obviously gone a bit faster now, but then it was the fastest. Exclusive Silverstone specification. Externally, all the XKR Silverstones are immediately recognizable by all being the same boring silver paint finish. All by their platinum paint finish, which on convertibles is complemented by a black hood. Each carried Jaguar Silverstone bonnet, boot badges, showing the Jaguar growler head on a black background surrounded by a silver band. The door tread plates also carry Silverstone inscription. Exclusively trimmed Silverstone interior features sport seats and a steering wheel trimmed in warm charcoal leather with red stitching. The unique smoked stained bird's eye maple fascia veneer has the Silverstone identity subtly highlighted on the passenger side, basically on the airbag cover. All cars are equipped with Jaguar's premium in-car entertainment system with multiple speakers and a 6-disc CD auto-changer system. On-the-road prices for the XKR Silverstone are $66,750 for the coupe and $72,185 for the convertible, primary sterling, reflect the comprehensive feature specification. The only available options were the digital versatile disc DVD-ROM, satellite navigation system, and the integrated GSM phone system, mobile phone. There is no additional charge for the unique elements of the Silverstone edition. So there's very few options basically on the Silverstone edition. It's all thrown in, except the sat-nav and the phone, which now are completely useless. Okay, that's page 2. Now we move to page 3. Jaguar XKR Silverstone at the F1 test day, 13th of April 2000. So this is really interesting. If you bought one of these Silverstones new, you got this bonus item. Orders are now being accepted by Jaguars dealers across the United Kingdom, and customers are being invited, along with a guest, to a Formula 1 test day to be held at Silverstone on the 13th of April. As guests of Jaguar Racing, they will be able to watch as the team makes its final preparations for the British Grand Prix. They will have special access to the Jaguar racing pits and will meet members of the team. Sounds really good, that, to be honest. Yeah. Next, we have Jaguar's major racing victories at Silverstone. So they're trying to make hay out of the Silverstone brand. The first major Jaguar victory at Silverstone was in 1949 when Peter Walker won the Daily Express International Sports Car Race in an XK120. Very nice looking cars. Followed home by Leslie Johnson in another XK120. It was obviously a really good car at the time. Walker's was the same car that had set speed records in Belgium earlier that year, and the Silverstone victory set the seal on the XK120's reputation as the best British sports car of the intermediate post-war era. That was the start of a succession of Jaguar wins, in which drivers like Stirling Moss, Mike Hawthorne and Graham Hill triumphed in sports cars like the Jaguar C-Type, E-Type, Mark 7 and legendary 3.4, 3.88 Mark II saloons. Later in 1982, Silverstone saw a Jaguar XKS win the oldest established British motor race, the Tourist Trophy, in the hands of Tom Walkinshaw and Chuck Nicholson. Between 1986 and 1991, Jaguar won 5 World Championship sports car races on the Northamptonshire circuit in the capable hands of Derek Warwick, Eddie Cheever, Raoul Bolso, Martin Brundle, Alan Firth, Theo Fabi. So there you go, that's the third page. Now we get into the actual specification, which is the bit I really enjoy. So we got the standard and optional extras. As we spoke before, there's very little optional extras. So you get airbags, the passenger airbag with the Silverstone decal or anti-lock brakes, Brembo brakes, cat suspension, cruise control, gear shift interlock, coupe handling pack or handling pack for coupe only. If you've got a convertible, you don't have the handling pack because obviously the chassis can't go with it. So it's not quite got the full package. Power assisted steering, speed sensitive variable ratio, an alloy space saver wheel, which is slightly bigger to accommodate the clearance on the bigger caliper, stainless steel catalytic exhaust system, stability control, traction control, 5-speed electronic transmission, automatic. The wheels, unique silver 20-inch Detroit, and unique center badges. So that's an interesting one. The exterior then, automatic headlights, a black hood in the case of convertible, central locking and secure system with glass breakage intrusion sensing, radio frequency remote control, engine immobilizer, and inclination sensing, Thatcham approved. Door mirrors, you get electrochromic, power fold exterior mirrors, they fall back. You can't tell when you look at them, but they do fall back. Front fog lamps, 4 circular projector beam halogen headlamps with leveling and automatic illumination, headlamp power wash, heated rear window with timer, high mounted stoplight, platinum metallic paint, rain sensing 2-speed windscreen wipers with variable intermittent mode and program wash wipe, unique Silverstone front bonnet and boot lid badge. The interior then. On the right hand side you get all the dimensions if you want to look at the size and length of the car, which is standard Jaguar, to be honest, except the height. It's 10mm lower. Sports leather, warm charcoal seats, part leather sport borders embossed with horizontal flute center panels, cherry red contrasting stitching, passenger seat height adjustment, interior mats, Jaguar logo, red edge stitching. I noticed there's one for sale on eBay for £10, but it's absolutely worn out. Bit of a joke really, but they are very rare. Warm charcoal upper fascia, upper door panels, lower door panels, pre-stained bird's eye maple veneer most of the time. Warm charcoal leather steering wheel with cherry red contrasting stitching, warm charcoal leather gear knob, warm charcoal leather handbrake, cherry red contrasting stitching. Audio equipment then, premium ICE audio system with 9 speakers coupe or 8 speakers convertible, CD auto changer, 6-disc capacity, power amplifier and digital spatial I forget what the DSP. Anyway, surround sound. Automatic climate control, electric front windows with one touch open, electric rear windows, convertible only, electrochromic rear mirror. Front seats are electrical adjustment. The driver's got 4 aft recline lumbar support height adjustment. The passenger actually's got all the same function. Optional mobile phone. The memory pack, driver's 2-position seat memory, power memory, steering column with tilt-away, door mirrors and heated front seats. And I think that's the one where you can revert the mirror dips in reverse. Navigation system again is optional. Sat nav, steering column electrically adjustable, tilt and rake, steering wheel mounted radio and telephone controls, twin trip computer, unique Silverstone door tread plates, and a warning triangle. How nice. Finally then the pricing. The list price £57,238 sterling, convertible 60,834, but on the road prices, as we said before, 66,785 and 72,185. The on the road price included 12 months road fund license, delivery to the dealer's premises, first registration fee, and a full tank of fuel. Okay, so moving on to the second specification sheet. This is the nice one. It's the engine. With the Silverstone, as you know, the XKR engine, the actual power and everything was the same as standard. But if you're not familiar with it, it's a V8 with 4 valves per cylinder. It's 86 bore and stroke millimeters. It's a 3996 cc capacity. Power 370 bhp. Torque is 387 pound-foot of torque. Compression is 9:1. Transmission is 5-speed automatic. The acceleration is on the coupe is 5.2 seconds to 60. On the convertible, slightly slower at 5.3, but 0.1 of a second. Who's worried? The top speed is limited to 155, as I said earlier. Fuel consumption. It's a performance car. You're looking at urban 16 miles per gallon, extra urban 30, combined 23. Fuel tank capacity is 75 litres. So the coupe and the convertible are very, very similar. Curb weight is 1,640 kilos for the coupe, 1,750 for the convertible, because obviously the hood weighs a lot more. The gross weight is 2,010 for the coupe, 2,100 for the convertible. Wheels and tires, as we said, Detroit 9x20s front, 10x20s rear. Tire size, the front 255, 35, 20-inch directionals. The rears 285, 30, 20s asymmetric. So basically, they're not directional. Turning circle is 16 feet 2 inches, and usable boot volume is 11.5 cubic feet. The fuel economy figures are obtained with tests, blah blah blah. They're all done to specific requirements, specifications, should I say. Finally, the description of the engine, etc. So the XKR engine is the AJ V8 4.0 litre supercharged 90-degree V8 32 valve quad camshaft all aluminium lightweight unit. God, that's a mouthful. Nickel plated cylinder bores, innovative air inlet manifold, close coupled catalytic converters, bespoke engine management system, dual tip platinum spark plugs. The XK series transmission is electronically controlled, intelligent 5-speed automatic transmission featuring wide gear ratio spread, overdrive on top gear, and advanced low inertia torque converter. Maintenance-free design. You wish. Gear shift interlock protection feature, J-gate selector facilitating automatic and manual selection, sport and normal selection. Braking system, Brembo braking, 4-piston aluminium calipers, front and rear, 2-piece 335 by 32 front disc, and 1-piece, that's a mistake, two-piece 335. It's not two-piece 355. They're two-piece 355. 32 front discs and one-piece 330 28 rear discs. Oh, who checked this out? Give them. I'm not happy with that. Vented and cross-drilled. Four-wheel sensing anti-lock braking system with yaw control. Safety split front and rear circuits with fluid, level and anti-lock feature warning. Hand-operated mechanical hand parking brake on the rear wheels. Steering then. Rack and pinion variable ratio speed-related power-assisted steering with 2.8 turns lock-to-lock. Energy-absorbing steering column with tilt and axial adjustment and airbag steering wheel. Turning circle is 36 feet 2 inches. Front suspension then. Fully independent, unequal length upper and lower wishbones mounted to a fully isolated front crossbeam, the aluminium one. Arranged to provide anti-dive effect under braking. Steel coil springs, adaptive dampers, and anti-roll bar. Coupe models are fitted with a handling kit. The springs anti-roll bar are uprated and the suspension lowered by 10 mm. Rear suspension, fully independent double wishbone type system incorporating drive shafts acting as upper links. Wishbones designed for anti-squat and anti-lift under acceleration and braking. Concentric steel coil springs, adaptive dampers, and rear anti-roll bar. Coupe models are fitted with a handling kit. The springs and anti-roll bars are uprated and the suspension lowered. 10 mm. Body construction. All steel monocoque construction with front and rear crumple zones, including front crush tubes. Wraparound protective bumpers and a drag coefficient of 0.35 for the coupe and 0.36 for the convertible. Paint and protection then. Box section and closed members, hot wax injected, cathodic electrode coat, clear over base waterborne paint process with automatic electrostatic application of primer, sealer and clear coats. Colour match primer coat, PVC under seal, 65% zinc coated body panels by area. It's the 35% you got to worry about. Okay, so that's all the specification. Wow. Now the last 2 pages are all about the link with the Silverstone, and this is a list basically of Jaguars motoring major Silverstone successes from 1949 to 1991, but this page is to 1959. So in 1949 in August, the Daily Express sports car race first was Leslie Johnson in his XK120 and second was Peter Walker in his XK120. In 1950 in August, Daily Express sports car race again. First was Peter Walker in his XK120 and second was Tony Rolt, again with his XK120. In 1951, May, Daily Express production sports car race. First was Sterling Moss, second was Charles Dodson, third Duncan Hamilton, fourth George Wicken, and fifth Neville Johnson, all in XK120. And this car was dominating in the 1950s. God blimey. 1952 in May, Daily Express production car touring race. First was Sterling Moss in his Mark 7 production car race, and first was Sterling Moss in his C-Type. God blimey, he gets about, doesn't he? He won in both races. God blimey, what a boy, what a boy. 1953 May, International Trophy Meeting production touring car race. First was Sterling Moss, no surprise, in his Mark 7. 1954 May, International Trophy Meeting production touring car race. First was Ian Appleyard, second Tony Rolt, third Sterling Moss, all in their Mark 7s. Sterling obviously wasn't feeling very well that day. 1955 May, International Trophy Meeting production touring car race. First was Mike Hawthorne, second Jimmy Stewart, third Desmond Titrington, all in their Mark 7s. 1956 May, International Trophy Meeting production touring car race. What a title. First Ivor Boob in his Mark 7, third Duncan Hamilton in his 2.4, and fourth was Paul Ferrer in his Mark 7. 1957 then, September, Daily Express production touring car race. First was Mike Hawthorne, second Duncan Hamilton, and third Ivor Blaub, all in their 3.4. So they can see they were dominating in the 50s with Jaguars. 1958, May Daily Express meeting, sports car race. First, Maston Gregory in his 3.8 litre Lister Jaguar. Second, Archie Scott Brown in his 3.8 Lister Jaguar. Production car touring race. First was Mike Hawthorne in his 3.4, and second, Tony Sopwith in his 3.4. 1959, April, Daily Express meeting, production touring car race. First with Iber Bloob. Sorry if I get that pronunciation wrong, please forgive me. Second, Roy Salvadori. Third, Sir Gawain Bally, all in their 3.4s. So there you go, that was 1949 to 1959. Now we've got 1960 to 1991. Sorry, it's a bit of a list, this, but it's really interesting just to see how they dominate. 1960, May, Daily Express meeting, production touring car race. Roy Salvadori was first. Second was Sterling Moss is back now. Chased by third and Graham Hill, all in their 3.8 Mark IIs. 1961, July, BRTC DC, British Empire touring meeting, production touring car race. First was Mike Parks in his 3.8 Mark II, and second Graham Hill in his 3.8 Mark II. 1962, May, an international trophy meeting, production touring car race. First was Graham Hill in his 3.8 Mark II. 1963, May, international. I've gone too far. International trophy meeting GT race. First was Graham Hill, lightweight E-Type. Second, Roy Salvadori in his lightweight E-Type. The E-Types start coming on now. That's interesting. 1982, September, Rac Tt. First was Tom Walkinshaw with Chuck Nicholson in their XJS. Second was Pierre Dudonné and Peter Lover in their XJSs. 1986, then we're getting to the point where these are cars I recognise. May, Silverstone 1,000 kilometres. First with Derek Warwick with Eddie Cheever in the XJR6. 1987, May, Silverstone 1,000 kilometres. First was Eddie Cheever and Raul Bozo in the XJR8. And second was Jan Lammers and John Watson in the XJR8. 1988, May, Silverstone 1,000 kilometres. First was Martin Brundle and Eddie Cheever in the XJR8. 1990, May, World Sports Prototype Championship. First was Martin Brundle with Alan Furte in the XJR11. And second was Jan Lammers and Andy Wallace in the XJR11. So you can see Jaguar have been dominating up to this point. In 1991, May, the World Sports Car Championship. First with Derek Warwick with Teo Fabi in the XJR14. I say the list goes from 1949 to 1991, not 2000, which shows something. And that's 2000 Jaguar. There's a bit of a gap there between 1991 and 2000. I think this is the point where Jaguar wants to get involved with racing properly in Europe again with the F1 and the Jaguar R1 Formula 1 team. So there you go, 7 pages of specification. Sorry if that's a bit of a rant, a bit of just reading out, but hopefully enjoyed it, hopefully a bit more informed as to the launch, press release and the specification in detail of the XKR Silverstone Special Edition. Thanks very much for watching. Please press a thumbs up if you put up with that video and you enjoyed it. Please like, share, comment and subscribe if you'd like to see more XK videos.